Also get tested even if you think you just have a cold. I have all the symptoms of a cold, no fever, but still tested positive for COVID. Yeah, so that's a good point. That's a good point. Tater tot. I hope you recover soon. I really do. So a week ago, on Thursday actually, so 8 days ago, I got off stream because I had a fever kind of hit me all at once. I had 101 plus degree temperature, I had the shivers, I had a headache, and it all happened in an instant. And so I got off stream, I took a nap, I slept it off, and luckily the next day I was feeling like zero symptoms. But I had just so happened to take a test that morning. And I had been, it was my first test ever. And I wanted to take a test because, well, for a few reasons. I wanted to take a test because it has been a year or whatever, 10 months since pandemic began and COVID was going around, and I haven't gotten tested. And I've been quarantined pretty much the entire time. Like, I've gone places and stuff, but I've been very, very careful. But I was all like, part of me was curious, and I was like, I just wonder, because I think about a lot of things. Like, I get packages, sometimes I get delivery on Postmates, sometimes like I open a door in public and maybe I don't hand sanitize right away. So those things go around my brain, and I'm thinking like, you know, like if I were to test positive, like it's possible, you know what I mean? It's not impossible. So that was part of why I wanted to get tested. The other reason why I wanted to get tested was because if I went and got tested and I got a positive test, I would love to know that. And like I said, I have very little reason to actually have gotten it because I'm not really exposed to anyone, but it's possible. So I went and got tested, and like I said, the timing was really kind of crazy because I got tested Thursday morning, and then Thursday night I randomly got sick, and there's no way I would have known that. It just happened that way. And so I wanted to tell you about like my test because I feel like some people might be curious, because I was curious about like how the testing goes. So the test I chose was a drive-through. It was full drive-through. You didn't have to get out of the car once. And I like that. So I made an appointment like a few days earlier, and you drive through. Here, I'll show you. I have some pictures. So there was a sign like this. It said COVID test this way, right? There's like a long line of cars through this parking lot that are just like snaking around. All right, so you follow the signs. This is what it looked like, just cars everywhere, and then people with their face shields. And they had this sign that says windows down 2 inches. So basically what happened was, no, I don't have COVID, I'm negative, but I'm just telling you about getting tested. Basically what you do, this is my test kit, right? But this is my result. So POG, negative, let's go, POG. So you pull up to the little station, and they have that little trash picker upper grabby thing, and they hand you a test kit through your window. And this is what it looks like. So a little test tube, little swab thing, and your number. And so this was actually 5 days later I got this. So that was really exciting. But it's crazy because you don't ever touch anyone. You don't get out of your car. They hand you the kit. And so then you do it yourself. You fucking do it yourself. There's no nurse touching you. There's no healthcare worker doing it for you. You do it. So they hand you the kit, and then you pull up, and then they're like, and this was not a rapid test. This was obviously like a couple days, but then the next station is they basically signal to you, and they're like, are you good, or do you need instructions? And obviously I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. So I rolled down the window a little bit, and they explain it, and they're like, basically you want to cough, and then you want to swab your mouth for 20 seconds. So I was like, okay. So I rolled up my window, coughed, swabbed my mouth, put the swab in the thing, shook it up, put it in the bag, and then you pull up to the next station, and there's this big dumpster. And you just toss it in the dumpster, and then you leave, and that's it. It's like, it was very interesting. I didn't know what to expect because so many people's testing stories are so Um, they're just so different. You know what I mean? Everyone has their own experience. But I just thought it was so interesting. Like, there were some people in like full hazmat suits and some people with just face shields, and the mouth. I mean, listen, I'm so happy that I never had to go through the one where it goes all the way up your nose. Like, no, thank you, dude. But I think most of the rapid ones are through the nose, right? The nose swab is cringe. How long does it take to hear back? I got the test on Thursday. I heard about it on Monday, I think, or Tuesday. I can't remember, but a couple days. I think there was like some shipping delays with them shipping the samples to the lab and whatnot. I was born in 92, yeah. No, that's my fake identity. Don't tell them. And it was free too. The test I took was free, which is how they should be. Like, what? I got the Pfizer COVID vaccine, minimal side effects, fatigue and chills.
All the time you need.
Plan on getting a second one in about 3 weeks. Dude, Rogo, congrats. Rogo88, congrats. Yeah, it's crazy that you have to get 2 vaccines. You have to get them like 3 weeks apart or something. I got tested about a week ago. For me, there was no line. I went through the line, scanned a QR code, registered to get my testing information. 48 hours, got your test back. Nice, congrats. Negative, let's go.
Love you, thanks for always making me laugh and helping me
Oh,
through
Jen,
the hard
okay.
times.
Got it.
Heart.
Thank you for the caffeine discussion video. You have to pay for a COVID test. Yeah, some tests you have to pay for. Like, especially the rapid ones. The rapid ones were not cheap at all. Imagine going through what Chris Clemens went through and paying for a rapid test and having it come back false positive twice, and then you're out $300 and you have the wrong result. Whew, you kidding me? Get out of here. Fuck that. The rapid ones are less accurate. Yeah, so part of me, like, when I was considering getting a test, part of me was like, I kind of want to do a rapid. But then I remembered what Chris went through. I was like, I don't even want to remotely expose myself, no pun intended, to going through a false result. Like, I can't handle that. Stone O'Reilly, yes, dude, there's so many vaccinated dinks. I'm like so excited to see that. I can't wait, dude. COVID could break its elbow and I wouldn't care. I don't care. I don't care that you broke your elbow. Can we talk about the $600 stimulus though? What's your opinion on that? It's a joke. Obviously not enough. I think I saw, there was like a thread on Reddit I was reading, and I think it was someone talking about their experience who lives in Canada, and they were saying they get like, they were getting like a couple grand every single month since March or something like that, or maybe like close to $1,000 every single month since March. That was their stimulus. What? At least 1,200 confirmed. Oh, okay, yeah. Anyway, that was my experience getting tested. And also, like, it's one of those things that when the pandemic ends and we, you know, there's herd immunity and we're vaccinated and we're moving on and this whole type of life is gone, like, we lived through fucking history. And I'm not saying I went to get a test so I could be like, ooh, I want to get a test so I could tell my kids about it. No, it's like I wanted to get tested so I could feel safe. But it is an interesting experience to have forever to draw from, because I don't know. It felt like I was in a movie, dude. It's like crazy driving through that parking lot and seeing. It felt a little bit surreal, to be honest, because I've been at home for most of the pandemic, and like, obviously I'm incredibly fortunate to work from home and everything, but I don't get exposed to a lot of people just seeing what goes on. So